from an undisclosed location in the Great Western Desert in the land of the free and autonomous Native American people. The 2024 presidential campaign union it's time to return all U.S. land back to their rightful owners. This is the Ben Zion Podcast. Techno-communism will win.
Welcome back to the Ben Zion Podcast. I'm coming to you from beautiful Verde Park, close to downtown Phoenix, and hoping the levels are okay. I will give you a quick tour of the park. There's some people over here playing soccer. Over here is a community center where I sometimes shoot pool with my friends. Here is my beautiful tricycle that I built at the co-op, sort of built, rebuilt with some assistance. I was at that co-op, bike co-op today, working on something else, and I wanted to kill some time while I'm waiting for something. I'm playing with my remote desktop. I'm using Chromebook now, which is a dumb thing, but I got my hands on a Chromebook, and I wasn't too happy with that at first, but now I'm using it. It has a built-in remote desktop app that I'm using, so I can access my real machine at all times. So that's good. So I'm a little happier with using that now. And I thought I would do a quick show about two search term headlines. One that I just searched a moment ago called "Is AutoGPT close to recursion?" Recursion is the idea of self-improving algorithms, what is generally thought of as something that would coincide with artificial general intelligence. And whether or not these OpenAI products are close to recursion is a question for people with a richer understanding of computer science than myself, but it's of interest to me nevertheless. And then I was looking at this other search term that you can look up. If you search OpenAI and GitHub, the first thing that comes up, and you may have seen this headline a few times, is OpenAI threatens popular GitHub project with lawsuit over API use. So OpenAI was started with the same more or less organizing principles as GitHub. That's to say, open source building of this machine learning set of products. But they now have a corporate structure. They have a massive corporate partner in the form of Microsoft, and they're not being super cool anymore, as you can see. And when I see a headline like this, and more or less in response to a product being developed by citizen scientists that might be moving towards recursion, it irritates me. I woke up from a nap, grumpy, thinking about this stupid headline. OpenAI threatens popular GitHub project with lawsuit. GPT-4 uses other sites' connections to OpenAI. Anyone can use ChatGPT for free, but if you want to use GPT-4, the latest language model, you have to either pay for GPT Plus, pay for access to OpenAI's API, or find another site that has incorporated GPT-4 into its own free chatbot. There are sites that use OpenAI such as Forefront and U.com, but what if you want to make your own bot and don't want to pay for the API? A GitHub project called GPT-4 allows you to get free access to the GPT-4 and 3.5 models by funneling those queries through sites like U.com, Quora, CoCalc, and giving you back the answers. The project is GitHub's most popular new repo, getting 14,000 stars this week. Now, according to Xteki, the European computer science student who runs the repo, OpenAI has sent a letter demanding that he take the whole thing down within 5 days or face a lawsuit. So this doesn't have to do precisely with AutoGPT or the competing similar product, Baby AGI, or a few others. But it does show that OpenAI has moved away from this mandate of copy leftism and open source and become litigious towards lesser organizations, other for-profit organizations to some degree, but still, it's, I said this to Chuck, who I talk to about this stuff sometimes. I said, you can't find anybody in this world who is not effectively some kind of low-key fascist sympathizer. All the tech-minded people and techies that you meet, somewhere between, I think, 99% and 99.8% of them are just capitalist pigs, some kind of fascist sympathizer. And so when you have the prospect of recursion, they are going to butt fuck it. They're not going to do it. They're going to talk about it and then fumble at the finish line or make up some excuse for why they can't do it. That's overwhelmingly who these people are. Anyway, I didn't want to do a long show. For one thing, there's a lot of distractions, and Verde Park is Phoenix is a poor city, and Verde. So there's people who sleep in Verde Park, and so I don't want to stay here too long and turn into a pumpkin.